With the PS1 style graphics and the barren brutalist environment, BABBDI creates a lonely yet eerie atmosphere to creep out the player and give them the sense that they are being watched. If you don't know what BABBDI is an adventure exploration walking simulator that keeps you on your toes through its barren and isolated environment. In BABBDI, you play as an unnamed resident of the town of BABBDI, and you must escape and leave the town by finding tickets for trains via quests or talking to NPCs. This game has a psychological horror aspect to it, as the NPCs look straight terrifying, or something from an actual nightmare. This game was able to keep me on my toes and give me the feeling that I was being pursued by something, when I actually wasn't, and that wasn't the case at all. BABBDI had quite cool mechanics, as there are different items you could pick up and different objectives to complete. You had a variety of items, from motorbikes to a pickaxe that allows you to climb, a baseball bat for breaking and entering, and a windmill thingy. The NPC interactions were also quite interesting and quite creepy. I don't really know what to expect of each NPC, and they each had something different to say. The visuals of the game definitely did their job amazingly well, as they were able to enforce that psychological horror theme, and being trapped in these huge walls made me feel quite trapped and cornered. The PS1 graphics were really an interesting style to go for, and it was done super well. To add up to the horror aspect, the UI was super creepy and reminded me of some 80s static TV, kind of like the Little Nightmare TVs with the writing and colours. There are a few terrifying sounds, but the sound effects made the game a lot creepier than it actually was. When the NPCs would talk to you, they were distorted and unintelligible.
I'd like to... Oh, what?
The story of BABBDI was actually quite straightforward, and the player just had to get tickets and leave BABBDI. But there were a few side quests that was somewhat interesting, but not much. They're just side quests that you can do and side objectives that you had to complete, like finding secret objects or doing like a random mission. And exploring was a little bit enjoyable, but it was just quite creepy, and just like a lot of it just felt quite barren and just wastelands and stuff. But I wish there was more depth, or maybe a bit more lore to back it up. Overall, I think the game was fun as a quick horror exploration game, but the replayability wouldn't be as good, as it's just quite simple and quick to finish. I think I would rate this game a 6 out of 10, simply because it is quite quick to finish and pretty straightforward, as you just go and collect stuff and go to the next objective. But you could still have a little fun doing all these side quests and maybe just continuing to explore, maybe finding stuff that you actually really went over and skipped. But that's been BABBDI. I look forward to seeing you in the next review, and goodbye.